Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Chase here, the Stock Sherpa here, the YouTube portfolio manager here with you on a Monday. Today is the Monday, July 4th, 5th version of the Monday recap, and was just getting ready for you guys. Put a lot of time and effort and energy into the Sunday recap, so if you like it, please like it. If you want to subscribe, please keep it up. We just hit 500 followers. Never in my wildest dreams did I think it would catch on this quick, and I want to keep the momentum going. So, and while we're at it, I have my Instagram, Ever Bullish, pulled up here. Be sure to follow that as well. But let's get right to it. That was some big papa. It's a Monday, and I'm feeling pretty bullish, so I figured I'd throw on some big papa. You know the deal. Everbullish.com. We're going to click on investing articles here. So we got the bull page. Since I'm on, I got my computer here wired through. It gives me the mobile look. When you log in from a desktop, it should be at the top. When you log in from a mobile device, it'll be over here on the hamburger on the side. Click on investing articles for me. And there we are. We got some fireworks. Okay. So today's July 5th. Market's closed. Tomorrow we're going to be open, so we're treating today like a Sunday. We're treating tomorrow, however, like it is a Tuesday. There's some certain times that I like to do this, and today's one of the times where shortened week, a lot of trading, terrible earnings, just nothing coming out, not terrible results, just no companies that we really care about. We're going to treat tomorrow like it's our trading day, so it's time to strap on the helmet. Okay. Also got a picture here for you, 4th of July. Let's not forget. And let's see if we can cause some fireworks in your portfolio and maybe rocket off into the next dimension of trading, huh? I'm really doing it. We've got some pre-workout in the cup today, and thank you for all the cups of coffee that I've been getting. Thank you for your following, but let's get to it here. So we got, coming off the last week, the market gave us exactly what we expected. We crushed it, we killed it. I got that right here. We really saw exactly what sectors that had been lagging started to gain attention. I attribute that significantly to the lack of meme stock performance, the lack of institutional money that has been moving the market in the past. When we looked at the heat map, it was all back on tech. Just like we said, interest rate fodder settled down. I think it'll start back up next week. So we're going to go ahead and trade like somebody let the gate open. We're going to go out there and run right through it. So Friday before the holiday, so on Friday, I crushed most of my positions and closed out on Thursday. Didn't hold much through Friday, as y'all saw in the Sherpa's List video. But Friday gave us some opportunities in a pullback with a lot of stocks. We're going to go ahead and jump on those opportunities. But the main thing today and the main thing this week is that it is imperative that we enter at the right time. So I want you guys to be very diligent about how you enter. I got it right here. The most important thing this week is going to be picking our entry points diligently. So be very diligent. In focus right now, we still have what was on last week, so I left this on here. My hypothesis, it may not be a popular one, but I think that crypto is about to go for another big run. We're getting a lot more eyes on it. We've got Cathie Wood, we have Elon Musk, and we have Jack Dorsey that are all kind of intervening and convening together to have a discussion, or at least hype a discussion. It's still not on paper, but it is very likely to happen. That I don't see, whether even it happens or if it doesn't, I don't see this not bringing more crypto, more Bitcoin, more Ethereum, more energy efficiency into the discussion. And I see it as a very bullish thing for the second half of the year. We've got Fidelity coming out with an ETF. We've got Cathie and Art bringing another ETF. We've had Goldman in this forever. We've had Grayscale in this forever. There's a couple more that aren't really top of mind, but there's Osprey Trust and several others as well. So I just think there's going to be more institutional flows as well as dumb money coming into the crypto space. So let's capitalize. Why not, huh? So remember that that's on there. I kept it on there because it's important. This is just the abridged version of the best shit that I can think of in the market. So that's what we're going to do. All right, let's look at the sectors. Y'all know how this is how I get my swing trades together. Putting them here for you. So the 5-day sector performance I also threw the month on there so we can find disparities, but the 5-day sector performance, we have IT number one at 3%, 3.23% positive. We have consumer discretionary at 2.07% positive, healthcare at 2% positive. The laggers were banks and energy. We made money in banks and energy, which were the laggards. Think about that. I'm not going to toot my own horn. I don't have to. These are explosive returns, going back to the fireworks theme. And we still have the gate open to charge right through, right? So we got off our leash and we're going to run right through, and we're going to go with energy, financials, and we're still heavy on tech and other places if we want to be. So this is fantastic. So energy was down 1.08%, and that was pretty much all in the last day of trading on Friday. So super bullish energy, super bullish financials, still super bullish consumer discretionary, tech, and healthcare. Let's just throw the middle out of it, right? Let's just put our best position players in there. I got the banks on here, so what do I have here? It's open season on the banks still. Instead of just picking one bank, I like the sector, but I also do like PBCT, which is the mid cap that I mentioned last week, which is the People's Trust small to mid cap regional bank. Great dividend, but also great return, so why not? But I'm staying with FAS, I'm staying with GS, Goldman Sachs. These are scalps, these are swings, and these are long-term holds. If you're, I wouldn't call it a scaredy cat, but if you're a conscientious investor with great profits and you want to hold on to them this year without taking any risk, the banks are probably a good place to be. The FAS gives you a little bit more leverage too, and I know I got some bulls out there who knew who they are that have made a lot of money in those. The ocean is on fire, gas leak from the underwater pipeline Pemex is in charge of. This may create a great opportunity because I just pulled this up. We're going to see this in a second. I'll go right here. When I typed this earlier this morning, oil was holding, West Texas crude was holding at 75. I just pulled it up here on my Stockmaster app. It's at 76 per barrel. These guys break through and make a ton of money on a very exponential basis, especially the major players when oil's above 70. So every extra penny is extra profits essentially. So I love that. But my take on this is that, yeah, it's a terrible thing. Environmentalist, I think environmental issues need to be taken care of, but thank God this was gas and not crude. And then also this was Pemex. It wasn't an American company. And I think that that's going to keep a lot of the casual observers' eyes off of it. And it's also going to keep the kind of the stronghold bulls at the big institutions and the hedge funds and the sector funds still bullish on the sector. This isn't in any way going to be like what BP was or what Exxon Valdez was or any of the other terrible catastrophes like the Deepwater Horizon were. So what this is doing is we've got crude and energy prices and companies going up. This may present a small social lapse and allow us to get in even cheaper. So we're bullish. Y'all know how I like that. I still love ERX. I still can't believe CPE is rolling. I love Devon. I love FANG. But I'm adding MRO back to the list. And I think MRO is actually your best bet. MRO, Marathon Oil and Gas, they are doing incredibly well. I got some buddies in Houston that are with them. I know a lot of the insiders with the company. And just operating on obviously public information, this company is just crushing it from a margin perspective, as well as a perspective of gaining attention and eyes. They're the best performing company in the entire S&P 500 this year. And I'm going to let that run. Let your horses run. Just throw stops underneath it. So MRO, big ups. Biotech, we've still got this. We've still got LabU. Remember last week we added edit. If we can get edit on the down day, we're in. And then a big one right now, AVGR. I think it's pronounced Avenger, but it may be Avenger. I don't even know. I don't need to know. When I look at the chart, I see what I love, and I love this stock right now. It's kind of come back down. It's trading in somewhere around $1 or something, so it's also a penny stock. But if we get the volume I expect, a lot of traders, so I wrote this down here, I think a lot of my traders and a lot of the traders in the markets right now are going to go back to what made them money a little earlier in the year, now that things are getting a little bit stagnant, again, from the meme stock and from the casual investor throwing cash in and then going, well, these don't always make money. Maybe I need to think about what I buy. AVGR bullish. Semiconductor, so LabU bullish. I do believe that's going to be in the 80s for all my guys out there. Edit, this is going to be a huge clip trade. It can dent your portfolio. I'm sorry, it can be I don't know why I said dent. It can be added to your portfolio as kind of a YOLO bet. You know, you only live once. Let's go ahead and invest in something really awesome and really crazy. but that has also just gained a ton of traction. So YOLO bet if you want to on edit. The options are pretty ripe too. And then I'm just going to call it Avenger. I think it is Avenger, but I don't care. We're going to go call it Avenger. AVGR, probably the best bet in that space, and I'm super excited to trade that this week. It was down 10% on Friday, so if anything, we can get a dead cat. A little education. The reason it's called a dead cat bounce, anybody know why? Oh yeah, you in the back? It's called a dead cat bounce because a famous economist was once said that even a dead cat will bounce if you drop it from high enough. So a lot of people think dead cat just means, oh, it's sold off and now it's going to continue to go up. What it means is it means that it's sold off, and then it's going to have 1 or 2 days of bouncing and then continue to go back down or stay flat. That's a dead cat. So there's a little teach back to you. So let's go ahead and recap this real quick because we're halfway through. I like the sectors. I like IT. I like discretionary. I like financials, and I love energy. And I'm also bullish on crypto. So for all of those plays, we have FAS, GS, Goldman Sachs, that is, scalp swing, long-term holds. We have the energy, the gate is open, right? So all we have to do is run through it. ERX, CPE, DVN, and FANG are probably going to be winners. I like MRO the best this week. That'll probably be a 10% trade, so follow. Biotech, I love LabU, always have, always likely, always will. And when I say always, I do mean never, because we can change our mind anytime. We haven't yet. So LabU bullish, Edit super bullish, most bullish AVGR, Applied Materials and NVIDIA and Applied Materials. If you follow my Instagram, you'll see that I retweeted or reposted about how much the gaming industry has grown. It's almost doubled in 2020. NVIDIA and Applied Materials are both right there for you. NVIDIA more than Applied Materials. So if you catch them non-correlated, buy the Applied Materials, hold the NVIDIA if you have it. And those will be easy scalps and continue to be good trades if they move against you. So don't sweat that. All right, Bitcoin. Bitcoin. I talked about Cathie Wood. I talked about Jack Dorsey. I talked about Elon. There's other players in this game. Like, what did I say? Goldman Sachs, Fidelity, Osprey Trust, Grayscale Trust, and more to come. And on different exchanges too. I know the Canadian exchange is about to allow one as well. So super bullish on Bitcoin, especially this week, and even more so on Ethereum. I'm going to get to that. So I've got a new ticker. This one goes out to one of my bulls out there. I believe this one came from Brian. This is HIVE, Hive blockchain technology. It's a Canadian company that's investing in both, not just the infrastructure, but as well as the mining of both Bitcoin and Ethereum, kind of a double play both sides of the fence here. Hive Technologies sold off pretty hard at the end of the week last week, but this is kind of like in that same vein of Riot and Marathon, MARA and Riot. So, but I think the best bet is to go with Hive this week. And I do like to switch it up, and I like to take chances. So that's what you're here for. I really like that one. And again, like I said, I'm holding my breath in hopes of a down day this week, and hopefully Monday, that'll be Tuesday because this is a repost. I'll be buying both options and commons on Riot. Made money doing that last week. Why not again? Use the scalping of profits to pay for the option. You can use this strategy with all three of these kind of Bitcoin to the blank power, to the 5th power, 8th power, whatever you want to call it. But these guys gain leverage, as I discussed before, similar to a gold company that mines gold, right? Price of the commodity goes up, exponential results from the people that mine it or manufacture it. So I think that's enough there. Moving on, sector-based Sherpa, baby, the sector Sherpa. We've got communication services up almost 50%, discretionary up almost 35% this year. Discretionary and tech usually trade together, so if we revert to the mean, there's some meat on the bone for us. Healthcare is only 27%. That's why I'm so bullish LabU. That's why I'm so bullish in XBI. I didn't even put a calendar up this week because I don't care about what's on the calendar. And quite honestly, I couldn't even find a good one. I usually use earning whispers, but I couldn't find one that was worth putting up on here. And I'm just not going to pay attention to earnings. So, okay, you came for it. Here it is, 15 minutes in. Best bet of the week. There's 3 of them. Last week there were 2. They both made money. Avenger, AVGR. Look at that chart. That chart is sexy. I think it's more likely we catch an up gap over here than we do a down gap. I think that the If you just looked at whatever support probably is, which is maybe at $1.50, we're at $1.11. If it breaks $1, we're screwed. So I'm gonna likely just say buy it and then throw your limit at $1 to sell. So put your stops in at $1. I don't think that they'll trigger. If they do, you're not too mad at me. And if they don't, then you are super happy and you can buy me more coffee, right? So Avenger, this sector is hot and undervalued, micro cap. It's a healthcare. It's a no-brainer. I've got that written here. Just look at that chart. I have a belief that there will be a repeat of inflows into this from traders that made a killing earlier on this year in meme stocks. That's what we talked about earlier. All right, buy this on a Monday. So in this case, it'll be Tuesday. Buy it around 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock my time here in Central Texas. And it'll be a winner. I truly believe so. Remember to put those limits underneath. All right, the second best bet is Ethereum. This is simple. It's a Tuesday buy most likely. It's my belief that Ethereum will run back up to its previous highs. This thing's bouncing around, what do we have, like 20 right now. It's trading at a discount to the actual security itself. This is supposed to represent 1/10 the price of an actual Ethereum unit, so to speak. And if it's trading less than 1/10 of the price, to me, that's an ARB. So go ahead and jump on it. We've got some arbitrage there. And then again, look at that chart. What's not to love about that chart? Do you think crypto is going up long-term or down long-term? Probably up. Do you think that Ethereum is more efficient than Bitcoin? It probably is. Do you think that more traders are going to be interested in this with the conversations that are going on with Elon, Jack, and Kathy? Probably. All right, I'm seeing a little bit of volume coming back. Nothing like the hard sell-off before. And then when we look down here, RSI below 50, right? Top of the mountain, baby. Okay. Simple. This is a Tuesday buy. Yep, run back up. Next one, similar vein. This is HVBT. This is the Hive Biotech Bitcoin play. Same thing. I've already discussed that one quite a bit. Still bullish from the last 2 weeks on CTF. I'm sorry. Goodness. Let me catch my breath. Still bullish on FTCV for the eToro play. It's coming. Get on the train. Easy money. If you followed my options trades, you know exactly what it is. These guys have been crushing it, and it's an easy way to make money trading options, especially for beginners, but be aware of the risk involved. And while I'm at it, remember, this is not financial advice. All right, cool. We've got the shout out to the Ever Bullish portfolios. Ever Bullish 1, I'm using the same knowledge that I'm taking now to make longer term holds for IRA investors or brokerage account investors that are just getting into portfolio management. These are your 3 options if you choose to ride with the Sherpa. Go onto my website, buy one, $75, 1/10 the price of the Fidelity Contra Fund, outperforming it by probably 800 basis points right now. New results coming soon, rebalance maybe in about a month. No reason to, because we're already killing the market. Up 30% so far over the entire year. You can also buy me a cup of coffee. Thank you all for being supportive. Also, thank you for following. Thank you for the 500 subs. And for the 500 subs, we're going to go ahead and throw out what we always do. You stuck to the end. The best option trade of the week is on XBI. XBI, as you know, is what LabU is levered on. So XBI is the biotech sector of the NASDAQ technology space. It is its own index of biotech funds and companies, that is, not funds, but companies. So it's a sector fund. And right now it's trading at about $1.36, so $136. I'm going to add $7.30 to that for a break even. So I want you to buy the $7.30 strike price, $136 on XBI. I think that those are going to be ripe, and I want you to buy those in September, the September 17th. So we're giving it 2.5 months, 3 months, and we're allowing it to run a little bit, but I don't expect to hold this for more than a week because once the interest rate fodder comes back, people are going to jump back into biotech, in my humble opinion. So we did it, and we also kept it right at 20 minutes. This is Chase. I'm the Stock Sherpa. I want to reemphasize my mission, which is to uplift the consciousness and knowledge of an antiquated industry of regular investors, retail investors that have a passion for trading like I do. I'd love for you to become a bull. Go to my website, everbullish.com. It's an interactive way for you to become one of the best traders that you know. I am the best trader that I know, and I know a lot of great traders. So learn from me, outperform me, do better than me, give back to the community, feel free to show some love by buying me a cup of coffee, buy one of my portfolios, follow the newsletter, make some money. AFG, LGR, LFG, let's freaking go, baby. Sherpa.